If your remodel includes removing a wall from any room with a hardwood floor, then this video is for you. Hi, I'm Nathan Harrison for FindRemodel.com. Now, floors don't run under the walls unless the wall came later. The walls are generally built first, and then the floors are run. So if you're planning to remove a wall as part of your remodel project, what you're going to discover is that your hardwood flooring ends at the wall. And then what you'll see is when the wall is removed, you'll be looking down at subfloor. Now, obviously, if you're removing a wall, you're most likely going to want to have the same floor material in the larger new room, continuous throughout the new room. And so you may think that you just have to tear up the old floor that, say, you had hardwood on one side of the wall. You may think you're going to have to just tear that up and put down new floor everywhere. But that is not necessarily the case. You need to know about this concept of lacing a hardwood floor. Now, the goal of lacing is to extend your existing hardwood floor into the new area so that no one will ever know that it wasn't all put down at the same time. Now, you may be thinking, well, that's nice in theory, but is it really possible to make it look that good? Well, take a look at the floor in this picture. I would never have known that this floor was actually a laced floor unless the owner of the house had told me. We had been installing a kitchen here for about 2 days when the owner of the house mentioned that there used to be a wall about right there. The wall was removed, the floor was laced, and let me tell you, you'd never know. So how do they do this? Well, I can tell you that it's painstaking work because I've done some of it myself. First of all, you have to pull out some of the smaller pieces. Just pull them out, get rid of them. And then you want to cut back some of the longer pieces to give a good joint variation so that the joints all seem to be falling randomly as if the wall was never there. And you can see that they succeeded in this case. Now, here's a picture from dayflooring.com of lacing before the floor is sanded, so you can really see how it all works. In this case, there was probably water damage on the area of the floor toward us, and it's all going to be sanded and eventually look uniform. Now, just to give you an idea of what's possible, this edge of the lower piece here was cut with a chisel, and yet you can see they created a very clean edge, and it's the gap between the old piece and the new piece is less than a 64th of an inch. This was one of the worst locations I could find, and you can see that's not very bad at all. In fact, it's not noticeable unless you get down and really look at it. Okay, so how feasible is this for your floor? Well, it's going to be least expensive if your floor uses a common plank size. Probably the more recent your floor is, the cheaper. But for a small area, planks could be custom cut and routed if it's a tongue and groove floor. This could all be done economically as long as it's a small area. The larger of an area you get into, if you're going to have custom cut and routed pieces, the more expensive it's going to be. For rare woods, the species may no longer be available in the lengths and or widths that you need to match the existing floor, so that may be an issue for you.